Lalo, come on in here.
Right on cue. Yo, what is going on, guys? Let's go.
Wait,
I am here with my two idols, Jonathan and Mimi. I cannot believe it.
It's Coffee Social, the podcast all about social media and business. And now, here are your hosts, Jonathan Howard and Mimi Langley.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Jonathan Howard.
Hello, Mimi Langley. How are you today?
I am so stinking excited. I'm actually more excited. I have been waiting to record this episode because I'm so excited to talk about YouTube. So I'm really, really excited that we have Lalo as our special guest. He's going to bring it today. I wanted to tell everyone real quick, though, I have a cough.
Yes, you do. She's been coughing up a lung like I'm waiting for the lung to pop out of her mouth at this point.
Like, I literally just got done chewing a cough drop, even though I think those things don't work, Jonathan.
They probably don't, but...
Well, real quick, what are we drinking? What kind of coffee? Cheers, everyone.
I'm drinking my cold brew.
Cheers, Jonathan.
Cheers.
Oh, cold brew. Ooh,
my Khalifa cold brew, yes.
I'm drinking my Tim Hortons. Shout out to the Canadian listeners and viewers.
Yes, as I said before, A.
Oh my gosh, we can't do that, Jonathan.
I know, I'm going to be canceled.
So why don't we go ahead?
Just a matter of time.
I'm like, let's brush that away. Hi, everyone. I'm Mimi Langley. I teach women in business how to host rooms, how to moderate on social audio. That includes LinkedIn audio and Clubhouse. It's one way I've really been able to grow my business is by using social audio. So that's what I love to teach and preach about. What about you, Jonathan Howard?
Yes, well, my name is Jonathan Howard. I'm the owner of Success on Social, and I help successful female coaches show up, share their story, and change the world on social media using short-form video.
Oh my gosh, did you just add that in there? Did you just add change the world?
I just threw that in there.
That was really good.
But see, that's what I teach them to do. It's good, isn't it?
Yeah, like...
Ad-libbing, throwing some fire at you.
I really liked it. I really did.
There you go. So, and on that point, no, we should probably bring in our guest. Do you want to do an intro or me? Or what are we doing?
Well, I was going to sing his name. I mean, is that appropriate?
Okay. I guess so.
Lalo, come on in here.
Right on cue. Oh, what is going on, guys? Let's go.
Wait,
I am here with my two idols, Jonathan and Mimi. I cannot believe it. This is the best day of my life.
Wait a minute. What was that dance?
Oh, that was the dab.
Oh, that was the dab.
Am I too young? I don't know what's going on.
No, I want to learn it. Can you teach us after?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Lalo, so excited to have you here. We're excited to talk about YouTube. Would you mind if we kind of did the honors of introducing you?
Absolutely. Let's go.
Okay. Lalo, just in case you don't know who he is, we brought him on. We're talking about YouTube today. This man right here has over 18 million video views on YouTube. He has over 410,000 subscribers. He does lifestyle videos, and he's a major fan of Mr. Beast. Lalo, can we please cheers you with our coffee today? Welcome,
Absolutely.
buddy. I'm so excited. We're so excited. You have so much knowledge to give to us today. Cheers, everyone. Remember, you guys have to drink. You know, that's how we do it after cheersing.
Yeah.
I'm drinking coffee.
I know how to cheer, Mimi. No.
Listen,
I
always forget to drink after I cheers. It's true. Okay, Lalo. So I want you to take it back before we jump in, to a fast round of YouTube questions that I know our listeners will really appreciate. Kind of tell us what got you into making YouTube videos in the first place.
That is quite a loaded question right there, but I love it. Okay, so I'm 23 right now, right? When I opened my channel, I think I must have been about 11 years old. So I was a kid, right? I mean, I'm not thinking I want to monetize. I'm not thinking I want to be famous. I'm not thinking any of that. I'm just thinking, oh, look, my friend from I don't know what, 6th grade has a YouTube channel and they're making videos just walking around with their mom's cell phone. And I'm like, I want to do that too. I like talking to people. One thing about me, guys, since I was a young kid, literally, my parents would tell me all the time, I've always been the kind of kid that wanted to, make people laugh or entertain people, or I would get all my friends around me at school and like just be telling jokes, and I'd be in the center. And it's funny because when I moved here to the States, which is part of my journey, right? I moved here with my family at the age of 13 from Mexico. I don't know the language, the English language. I don't know, like, if I'm going to make friends. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm, like, stressing out, low-key depressed for those first 2 years. And, like, I feel like my spark completely, like, shut off, Like, I didn't know if I was going to be able to even communicate properly with people. So everybody thought I was this shy kid that didn't really want to talk to people and all of that. And I'm, like, an actual extrovert. So anyways, when I started my channel, I'm not thinking about all the things that people think now when opening a channel. I'm just thinking I want to make people laugh. I want to show people stuff that I know. Because I was already like very into like smartphones and teaching people how to like modify them and stuff like that. You guys already know me. I love tech and stuff like that. So, I mean, really, I just wanted to make videos for fun. And that's really what happened. I was 11 years old, so I don't even know what kids at 11 think about these days, but that was what was on my mind back then.
Gosh, Jonathan, what were you doing when you were 11?
Not making YouTube. I mean, I'm pretty sure YouTube wasn't out yet.
No, it
That's
definitely
how old I am.
wasn't. You're ancient.
I didn't say it. Mimi said it.
Mimi said it.
Honestly, Lalo, like it's awesome to see like you do your thing and like know early on, like, let me get into this, because this is just how it is nowadays, right? A lot of, the generation now and the next generation, they're going to be talking about, I want to be a YouTuber. So I think it's pretty cool that you got a head start.
Yeah, you know what's funny? Now that you bring that up, like something I did want to say for people listening out there, especially parents, I know it can be scary to have your children on YouTube or anywhere on the internet. I mean, the internet is a scary world, right? I mean, there can be people of all sorts and, good people, bad people. But I will say one of the reasons why I was able to figure out what I like doing from a young age is having the support of my parents, and especially at that age when like I'm technically not really supposed to be doing stuff like that unless, I'm under supervision and all of that. So I did want to say, if you notice like your child might have a passion like that, maybe you're scared, maybe you don't want to go all in and put them on YouTube, but even just having them have practice in front of the camera, maybe getting them to learn how to edit videos from a young age. I mean,
I love that. I'm with you, buddy. Listen, the day my daughter wants to be like, Mommy, I want to be on camera, I'm like, let's go, girl. I'm with you.
You're gonna be a star, darling.
Okay, real quick before we dive into the fast round, I want to just ask this question right off the bat. Over 400,000 subscribers, Lalo. Over 18 million video views. How the heck did you do it? Give us the deets.
all right, so you know what's funny about YouTube is you never know how it happened. You never know exactly the formula, because if we knew, everybody would be doing it, right? I mean, people spend their life, well, can't say their lifetime because YouTube has only been around for so long, right? But people have spent over 10 years already learning how to like trick the YouTube algorithm, learning how to get things to go viral. And there are a lot of very, just actionable steps out there. But in reality, I feel like you do need a little bit of luck. I do believe in a little bit of, maybe not luck, but the right timing, What I will say is figuring out a niche is an excellent way to be able to reach people. I know Jonathan knows a lot about this, because I was doing just about everything. I was doing gaming at the very beginning. Well, first of all, I did like videos with my webcam teaching people how to like modify their Android or whatever when I was like 11. But then around 12, 13, I got into gaming and I stuck with that until 2017. I think I had grown to like about 30,000 subscribers. And I mean, that's a long time. From the time I was 12 or 13 to 17, that's a lot of years, right? And I got to 30,000. So not too bad, but also like to 5 years or whatever for 30,000 subscribers. I mean, but that's how it is, right? I mean, I didn't know a lot about YouTube. I wasn't taking it too serious back then. I was doing school and all of that. But then at 17, I realized that I don't really like gaming anymore, like as in to make content about gaming. I wanted to teach people what it was like to live in America, because everybody would ask me, because I would talk about that in my gameplay videos. And I'm like, I was watching like Lance Stewart back then and like all these big vloggers that would do daily vlogs, and I would watch them when I would get home from school at 3 p.m. every single day. They were making a video, literally just grabbing their camera, being like, what's up, guys? And just talking about what they're doing in their daily life. nothing special about it. And I'm like, I can do that too. Literally, I can do that too. I mean, I just got to get a camera or even just my phone and record myself. And that's what I started doing. Slowly but surely, people started to tell me what they wanted to watch. So I got, requests like, can you do a house tour? Can you do your daily routine? And I think that daily routine video was probably the one that had, some of the most engagement, like 3 million views or something. And it was just me recording myself going to high school and going through my classes, going to the gym after and coming back home. My mom made dinner and like just the casual stuff that like a 10th grader, 11th grader would do after school. And to my surprise, a lot of people were interested in that. So what do I do after that? I replicate, because success leaves clues, right? So if you see that you did a piece of content that, stuck and people loved it, then do more of that. If I would have to summarize it, I would just say it takes one video. Just one video, one good video that has just that viral hit potential. And you will literally see how your past videos will start getting a lot of more views. Your new videos will start getting a lot of more views. So then you have to know how to stay relevant. What do y'all think about that?
I love it. I mean, success leaves clues is one of the most important things I think people need to understand. The other thing is people think that their lives, their daily life is boring. They think that doing what I do every day is boring. And everybody does something interesting that somebody wants to see. So that's great content. I always tell people that's great content. Success leaves clues. What worked for you is what's going to work for you. Don't fight it.
Lalo. Oh my gosh. I mean, Jonathan, like I was thinking about, I thought of you immediately when he said that line. I'm like, okay, well, that's going on a Post-it note. But I was also thinking like I'm not a YouTuber anymore. Although once a YouTuber, always a YouTuber. Right, Lalo? It's like, I feel like
absolutely. Yeah, you were a YouTuber. So, I mean, it just takes you getting the camera and doing it again,
Exactly. But I was thinking about like the journey of a YouTuber, because again, a lot of people maybe who find you later on, they don't really, just like with anybody, even an Instagrammer or, a coach, like there's always a beginning, and with YouTube, I remember myself like going through different niches and like trying to find like what's really going to stick. Like I started off reviewing movies, then I did makeup, and then I did more daily vlogs. So I think it's a really good to tell people about that, because people freak out, like not freak out, but they're like, okay, what's going to be my niche, right? Like they're always obsessing over what am I going to, and then it's going to delay and it takes some years to get on YouTube. Do you know what I mean?
It can take so long or maybe never, because I think people think about, okay, how can I best invest my time? And if they can't figure out what they want to do, then they're like, well, it's maybe not worth it to get into it just yet, because then I'm going to waste a lot of time. But you know what though? Honestly, you're better off wasting time making videos, even if they're not like exactly what you want to end up doing, but you get experience, you get comfortable in front of the camera, you edit videos, you know how to like package them, which is something that I'm sure we talk about in a little bit, like making the thumbnail, the editing, how to strategize around all of that. And if you don't even start because you're worrying about what your niche is going to be, then you're getting no experience. And by the time you start in a year or two, then you're like, well, now I got to learn how to do everything that I didn't do because I was stuck within, that, what do we call that, Jonathan? Like, when you can't decide what you want to do. I think there's a term for that, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and I can't remember off the
like analysis paralysis,
analysis
maybe?
paralysis, yeah. Analysis paralysis, when you're just looking at things and you don't know what to do. Yeah. Yep. And that is real for a lot of people. And there's also a lot of people that like to plan, and all they do is plan. And then there's people that like to take action, and all they do is take action.
Wait, if you're watching on YouTube, I was raising my hand for the people that like to play.
Yeah, I'm the one that likes to take action and not plan, and that also has its downfalls. So, finding the mix that works for you is really, really important.
This is called the fast round of YouTube questions, okay? Here we go, Lalo. I'm reading off my paper, by the way, you guys. If our listeners walked away only remembering one thing about how to get their first 1,000 subscribers, what would it be, or what should it be?
So I'm going to put this in 3 parts very quick. Get people to click on your video, get them to watch all the way through, and then get them to go watch another video. So pretty much get really good at making thumbnails and titles that are mass appeal, attention grabbing. Get really good at editing, remove all the fluff. Don't give anything in your video that does not actually add value to the viewer. And then get really good at influencing people and making that strong call to action that they want to go watch another video. YouTube gives you all the tools. They give you the cards, they give you everything. You just got to get them to go watch another video. So remove all the closing language, remove the long intros, and just get to the point. Do it really good. Be one of the best you can be. And that's all you need.
Should I say subscribe to this channel? Like, should I verbally say it or skip that?
You can say it after you've given some value. I think it's okay to say it. People think like, oh, I can't say subscribe. I can't mention my name. You can still say who you are and give yourself credibility. But I think people click on your video expecting value right away. I mean, we just live in a world where like attention span is so short that you want to get right into it. But you still have an opportunity to let them know who you are and, you know, to encourage them to subscribe because maybe they want to. But if you don't tell them, they won't do it. Right, Jonathan? I mean, I'm sure you've taught people a lot about that. Mm-hmm.
You've got to ask them. I tell people about that all the time. So you were just talking about grabbing attention. Mm-hmm. How do you grab people's attention? What is the most important thing to have? Is it the cover? Is it the title? What is it?
I think it is definitely the thumbnail and title is so important. And a lot of times people make a video and they leave the title and thumbnail for the very end. To each their own, right? I think if you're really good at doing that already, then you can get away with that. But if not, I think you really have to think about what is the journey that the viewer goes through when they see your video on YouTube. And they're not going to start watching it right away. They're going to see a thumbnail and a title. So get really good at making very simple thumbnails that don't have a lot of text, don't have a lot of elements, just the main thing that you want to get across. Human faces get a lot of, you know, just people gravitate towards human faces, so that can be a plus there. If you're not going to use your face, then maybe colors like the color red, the color green, the color blue, or maybe you can use complementary like orange and teal, or red and green, or purple and yellow. You know what I mean? I mean, there's so much psychology that goes into that. And then your title, I would just say if you're trying to go the search route, then, you know, make a title that's very thorough and really tells people what they're getting into. But if not, wait, what's happening?
Her freaking decoration fell again.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Lalo. Continue.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
That is so funny, guys. Yo, please leave this in the video, please.
Oh yeah, we roll with it. We're Coffee Social. Come on, we're the realest podcast ever.
All right. So what I was going to say, lastly, is the title. Make it, if you're not trying to go the search route, which I actually recommend to go the suggested route, which is make them super short, mass appeal, literally get anybody even outside of your niche to know what you're going to be doing in the video. Like if you use terms that only people within your niche would get, then you're alienating other people that might be interested, but they don't understand the title. So I think that's very important. And then to your point, Jonathan, the hook, just be unique, be engaged, you know, be excited to make the video. And even just that at the very beginning will make people feel like it's worth watching. You know, you want to sound like you're excited to be there, you know, and what is going on, guys? Or maybe not even that. Like in this video, I'm going to teach you 10 ways to become a YouTuber in 2024. You know, 10 seconds, you've already explained all
That got me pumped up. Lalo, that got me pumped up when you just did that. I was like, that should be your next video, Lalo, on YouTube. I love that. That is good. I mean, it always makes me think about the titles because, again, titles trip people up, right? Titling is art. I think it's art anyways when I think about my Clubhouse rooms. Real quick, should we be worrying about keywords, throwing keywords in there? I know we're trying to grab people's attention, but I guess keywords could do that as well.
If you mean in the title, I would say, in my experience, I would say not anymore. YouTube is getting so much better with their AI recommendation system where the best way, if you really want to focus your attention on something, I would say make better videos because then YouTube can see that you have a higher retention on your video. And then just automatically they're going to go want to recommend that to more people. And, you know, your title has to be something that, you know, is just very, it gives you that punch, you know, when you see it, you're like, oh, I have FOMO. I need to go watch that right now because otherwise I'm missing out on information. Or maybe you're going to give them an answer to a question they have. Or maybe you're creating that fear. Like, you know, if you don't do these 10 steps on YouTube, you will fail. You know, using words like that. I mean, again, it's just crazy how I have zero psychology experience, like at all. But it's just crazy to think about how much of YouTube and social media is psychology. And even what I've learned right now just amazes me how, without even trying, I've learned a lot about human behavior and psychology, because you really have to be 10 steps ahead of the viewer that will watch your video so that you can grab them, you know?
Mimi, am I asking the next question?
Let's jump into it. Yes, come on.
Okay. What the hell does consistency mean on YouTube?
All right, I love this question because I have gone a long time without posting videos, and I'm sure a lot of people have, and they worry about, is my channel going to be dead? What's going to happen? So I have proven this to myself, but I've also heard people like Mr. Beast, and not just him, right? I mean, we always use him as an example because he's the biggest creator probably on the planet, but there's a lot of other amazing creators besides him, right? And we've noticed that if you stop posting for a long time, but you come back with a banger, and I've done it where I come back with an apology video, like, sorry guys for not posting, and it's okay, you know, people might appreciate that. But if you come back with a banger, meaning like just a really good video that you're passionate about, that you know has that potential, it is very likely that YouTube might actually push that video. So even if you haven't posted for a year or 2 years, you might still have a shot at reviving that channel. It's not always the case, it's not guaranteed, but we've seen that happen. So I would just say, come up with a consistent schedule for you. If that means once a month, that's okay. There's people that post once a month, and if the video is that good, then people will wait. The cool part about it is that now the YouTube algorithm takes care of serving the video to the people, and they don't have to go look for it, right? So if you didn't post videos for 2 months and you post one, people might not remember to go back to your channel and look, but then the AI will serve them your video, especially if it's a good video. So if for you it means every day, go every day. Although you might burn out, but if you're that kind of, built for that, then do it. People have done it, and great learning experience. If that means twice a week, once a week, twice a month, then whatever you feel might be something realistic for you within your lifestyle, I would say do that. And that's what consistency means to me. Just coming up with something realistic for you and giving it your all each and every time. I will say one last thing though. Don't just try to post a lot of videos because you think that's going to get you more views. I believe in quality over quantity, and you can get 1 million views with one video or 1 million views across 30 videos. So you got to pick and choose what you think might be most worth your time. Yeah.
I was thinking about that. I was like, oh my gosh, what if we posted every single day? Would we have a higher chance of, getting picked up? Yeah. Jonathan's like, no.
I see quality, like Lalo, I see quality over quantity, although there is quality in quantity for people.
Mm-hmm.
We have 2 more quick questions, and then we will wrap up this episode because we want to make sure that these are digestible for you guys. If you have any questions for Lalo, we want to invite him back. So make sure you're dropping your questions in the comments wherever you're listening or watching this podcast. Lalo, should the videos be short or long videos?
So I think video length depends on your goal, right? If you think you can keep people hooked for a long time, then try it. There's a big misconception that if you make shorter videos, then you can keep people hooked for longer, which can be true. But if you're a good video producer, you should not be worrying about that. So I always say, if you're not very experienced, then go with shorter videos. If you're already pretty seasoned with making videos for a long time, then you can try longer. YouTube actually is a long form platform first. They will, you will see benefit in making longer videos, even with ads. If you're trying to make money from AdSense, you have to make like the minimum of 8 minutes so you can have the mid-roll and all of that. So, I mean, there is a benefit of making longer videos, and you spend more time with your audience so they get to know you better. I mean, that's why we see a lot of the biggest YouTubers having some of the strongest fan bases on the planet, because they spend a long time with their viewers. I mean, if you compare a 15-second video to a 15-minute long video, you just spend 15 minutes of your time with that creator and getting to know them. So I think it depends, but I don't think you should be worrying about making them shorter or longer from a strategy perspective.
Just film as long as it takes. I love that. Seriously, Lalo. I mean, that's so good. And I was thinking, when you were mentioning like that whole YouTube, once you hit the 8-minute mark, then there's another ad that plays or should play or something like that. Is that what you were saying?
So they have mid-roll ads. I think they're making a lot of changes. So some of this information might even be, changing as we speak. But yeah, so essentially when you make a longer video, there are going to be ads that will play within the video. You know, when you're watching a video and then something really dope is about to happen and the creator put an ad right there, because they know you're going to stick around, right?
Wait. The creator, you can choose where you're going to drop the ad.
Yeah, that's. I mean, it's not just a coincidence that the best part, and then there's an ad before that. You know,
I did not, and I'm an avid YouTube user, and I had no idea that they could choose. I was like, how is that ad dropping right now? Like, that's perfect. And I love that we're talking about ads and everything, but I think the moral of this story is, learn the platform, understand what you could be doing, what features there are for you as a YouTube creator. I mean, I love that, Lalo. Okay, we're going to hit you with the last question. Jonathan?
I get to hit with the last question because, it's all about short form video. My game.
Only appropriate for Jonathan Howard.
Yeah. Should YouTube Shorts be part of what you're doing on YouTube in 2024?
Absolutely. I think when they got rolled out and YouTube Shorts were different, like separate from long form and all of that, I would have said it depends if you want to be a shorts creator or a long form creator. But now that they literally go hand by hand, and if you watch a creator, their shorts, and you might get their long form videos served to you. Short form video, in my opinion, on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube, has a natural higher tendency for people to go viral because you have way more time to watch videos in 1 hour when they're a short video than if they're a long form video. So what happens? You get to see a lot more creators. You get to give more creators an opportunity to be discovered. So I think anybody that's trying to do long form video should be doing shorts. And in fact, 2024, I plan on returning to my Spanish channel and launching my English one. And I think shorts are going to be a huge part of my strategy because I might use them as a hook to get people to go to my long form. But I do think that there is a lot of value in short form video. And if you're not doing short form video right now, you're going to stay behind.
I agree.
Ooh, that's a big statement. Lalo dropping it.
And I agree. And I love that you mentioned it that way because I always talk about short form video being the appetizer. And it's a great way to get people to the next step.
Yeah, and Lalo,
Mimi Langley.
I love that he mentioned too, like it's because the short form videos are so short, it gives them the opportunity to watch a lot of videos within an hour span. So that's just more eyes on you, like an introduction to you, and then boom, they can hit subscribe right there when they're watching a YouTube short, which I like. That's a great way to grow your channel to get to those 1,000 subscribers and beyond. So,
and can I share one last thing that I think might help people? Because I've been thinking a lot about what I want to be my 2024 strategy for YouTube, and I would just like to share it in case this might help somebody, and I'll make it as quick as I can. So I would say don't just resort to YouTube. Like what I plan on doing is creating a lot of shorts content that might go on TikTok, Instagram, and there are platforms where you can get people to drop you their handles, and then you can go DM them your videos. And so what I plan on doing is taking advantage of those AI tools where people might watch my short videos, and then if they are interested in more, you're going to create a direct connection by going into their DMs because they ask you for it. You're not spamming them, right? Which I never want to do. But if they want to, they can drop you their handle. You start a DM with them. You send them your long form videos. You've created a direct connection with them, and now they're going to go watch your long videos because getting discovered on YouTube on its own right now is pretty hard. I mean, let's be honest, it's not overnight like TikTok and other platforms where I can say that people could go overnight viral. It's very unlikely that might happen on YouTube unless you're bringing traffic from somewhere else and you're using all of the tools given to you to your advantage. So that would be my strategy, and I thought I'd share that. Yeah.
The DMs. Jonathan, I think the DMs are going to be taking over this year.
I told you on Instagram, it's going to be DMs. It's going to be that direct. It's going to be broadcast channels, which
wow,
I started using mine.
I saw that. I subscribed. I joined.
I
I joined. Lalo, can you please come back
Mimi.
for a part 2? Please. Please.
Well, it depends on the people watching. If you guys want to see me come back again, like drop a like on this video, comment. I mean, I'm not that exciting to be honest, but if you guys want to see me back, I will come back with Mimi and Jonathan. I'm just excited to be here with my 2 idols, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
Did you hear that, Jonathan? We're idols.
I am an idol. I've always been an idol.
I'm an icon and an idol and all the things. Beyonce.
The CH Beyonce, that's true.
Oh my gosh. Well, Lalo, honestly, I love talking about YouTube. I know Jonathan loves talking about YouTube. Heck, We're on YouTube, you guys, so make sure you head over there. If you are not watching the podcast, watch it, subscribe to the channel. We'll put all the details below. We'll go ahead and wrap it up. Jonathan, what's your favorite line that you like to say when we
I like to tell people to give you 5 stars wherever they listen to their podcast. Make sure that you give us a rating, 5 stars. This is our 6th episode already. Can you believe we're already on 6? We're like more than halfway done with the season. So make sure you punch that subscribe button over on YouTube, the like button, wherever we are. Give us a little bit of digital currency that we love, and we will see you guys on the next episode. I'm going to throw it back to Mimi because she has that important question to ask us.
Yes, and don't forget, you guys, make sure you drop some comments in the comments section. Let us know if you want another YouTube episode. Let us know what your questions are. Here is the most important question, and I'm going to ask it, and then I'm going to go directly to Lalo because I want him to answer. Think about this one, Lalo. The most important question the most important question to ask yourself is, are you team Mimi or
team Jonathan? Obviously.
Lalo, you know what to say, buddy. I slipped you a 20. Go ahead.
So I'm getting a call right now. I think I have a dentist appointment. Anyways, thank you guys.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for listening.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Jonathan Howard.
Bye, Mimi Langley.